Alright, so I got the coil spring compressor in place and I've started to take up some of the tension on the spring. One thing you want to do is when you start to tighten it down, you want to make sure these arms are nice and the coil, I guess, is actually nice and seated in these little arms. You don't want it to be kind of riding a lip here, and then as you tighten it, it's going to slam down. As there's a lot of force and tension in these springs when you're compressing it that much to get them out. But anyway, you want to try to center it up inside the coil spring as much as possible. And it's got these little assemblies. One arm is shorter than the other. You want to put the longer arm on the high side of your coil spring. So on the top, it's going to go to the upper coil, and the bottom, it'll go to the bottom coil. The longer arm, that is. So now that's all set up, you'll just come to the top here, use your little ratcheting wrench, and just tighten this sucker down, and continue to crank on it. You can see what those spacers did at the top was it took out the slack so that the threaded rod won't bottom out on the spring saddle anymore. Before, like I was saying, you have essentially like three or 4 inches there that wouldn't be taken up, so 4 inches of that rod would be pushing down into the spring before it even start to compress. So if that was the case, you wouldn't be able to get the frickin' spring out because it wouldn't compress it enough. So I'm going to keep cranking on this until it's compressed, and then I'll show you pulling it out and disassembling it.